purple mountains, but nothing compares to this blue and yellow purple tint. I've been to Mushroom Mountain once or twice, but who's counting? But nothing compares to this blue and yellow purple tint. Seagulls and lady of Mercedes brothers, ladies.
You live in Tokyo?
Yeah.
You ever been to Tim Hortons? Have you been to Tim Hortons before? Very famous in Canada. Absolutely. Oh, optimistic just for a ride. Two big buildings. They flew airplanes into both buildings, so they don't want to. Toronto, we can't go to Toronto. So we're gonna go back to my dad in Kitchener, and then he's gonna phone, and we'll see. All right? Because all airports are closed.
Yeah.
So maybe you can't fly.
Oh my goodness. Pentagon was bombed
Bombed.
by terrorists
Yeah.
in real time.
And yeah, so we'll go back and.
Oh my.
Did you see my face? It's like,
I can't believe.
no.
In which country? In which country is terrorist?
They don't know.
Ah.
So it just happened.
てかね、この旅行ちょっとね、トラブル多すぎるよ。ちょっと待って、なんかさ、ペンタゴンが攻撃されたってことか、自動防衛システムが稼働してないからどっかに確認されるとか。いや、そんなんどうでもいいんだけど。
夜はまだあと2週間あるんだけど、こいつら飛べないそうです。
いや、だから大丈夫なの、日本は。日本にミサイル飛んでこない。そんなどうでもいいんだけどさ。だって俺ら別にここにいるからいいじゃん。俺の家族はどうなの？知らねえよ。でも知らねえよ。
Wow.
Wow, eh?
もう知らねえよ。前の責任なんでだってお前の家族に俺責任なんで追わなきゃいけないんだよ。
I have one easy question, easier than the Pentagon case.
What's that?
Well, what is his name?
Oh, this is Lily Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard, yeah.
It's very cute.
Thank you. So you kind of at his head.
He doesn't say much, but...
No, he doesn't talk. He doesn't know English. Maybe Japanese. I don't know.
Me neither.
So basically,
We're just going back.
well, can we go back that way? We have to go back in the 401.
I think we can take another exit.
高速道路どうやってあれするんだろうね。
At this point, and other buildings, as I said before, have been evacuated, including the White House, including the Treasury building, including the Capitol. And everyone seems to be ready to deal with this as they see it happening, but the one thing they don't know is what's going to be happening next. And as you know, all the airports across the country have been shut down. All air traffic has been shut down.
Is there any sense that there is some kind of plan for this kind of emergency going to emerge?
Well, it's hard to say, Sheila, because at this point we know that President Bush is in the air. We all know that the United States was always talking about steeling itself for possible terrorist attacks. We know that several years ago there were concrete blocks put up on Pennsylvania Avenue in front of the White House to prevent cars from going anywhere near the White House. You'll recall several years ago there was a plane that crashed into the rear lawn of the White House. So the sense that there could be terrorist attacks here was certainly something that people were dealing with. Whether they were ever prepared to deal with an unprecedented nature of a coordinated attack, who knows? But let's be clear at this point, we still have no confirmation of exactly what has happened here, and we have yet to have heard any official statements about that from the FBI, from the President, from the Vice President, anyone in government or the administration.
Just to recap, Laura, as you look out where you are in the press building, what are you seeing?
Actually, from my vantage point in the press building, it's difficult to see too much. I am 2 blocks away from the White House and do not have a clear view of it, although I can hear...
18 minutes later, at the second of the Twin Towers, collapsing before our eyes on live television. Moments after that, a second front opened up, this one in Washington, D.C., in the U.S. Capitol, as there's been an attack on the Pentagon building there, as Harry's also pointed out, a fire burning in the State Department, all of these buildings.
Oh, you're burning, Rashid.
いや、そりゃそうだろう。
大変だ。
What else can you tell us from Washington's, from your viewpoint in Washington?
これは環境団体とかの爆撃だったら笑うんだけどね。
This continuing pandemonium, you could probably hear the alarms going off behind me. I'm not exactly certain. But we have now what appears to be the response of the DC Fire Department to yet another fire.
でも朝の10時
And as
15
I
分頃。
say, minute by minute.
Statement from the Prime Minister before he flies. But besides that, things are relatively quiet. People who we ordinarily call, for instance, in Foreign Affairs or the Department of National Defense are all in meetings. The Sergeant at Arms, who is responsible for security in the parliamentary precinct, in a meeting, we assume
Now we're
perhaps talking
back to the
about
hotel.
issues of security.
Pardon?
Back to the hotel.
No, we're gonna go to my dad's office and to his work.
That's better.
To bear in mind in Ottawa today, Judy, is that the
second tower just collapsing moments ago. One of the two planes that crashed into the World Trade Center was reportedly hijacked after takeoff from Boston. Now, the White House, State Department, Pentagon, and Treasury in Washington have been evacuated. There are reports the Pentagon was also hit by a plane this morning, and reports of a car bomb exploding outside the State Department. Every airport in the U.S. has now been shut down, and all flights headed towards the U.S. are now being diverted here to Canada.
本当にインパクト砲で勝てる。
Police are assisting the RCMP with security at the U.S. consulate. And just to update you, the second tower of the World Trade Center in Manhattan has just collapsed in a stunning terrorist attack. We'll continue with our special on Radio 1. The weather forecast first for the 12 hours, sunny with bad periods of
忘れられないエンゲージデーになる。
the afternoon and later in the day some showers. For Peterborough, 22 degrees sun cloud, 12 degrees overnight. Cloudy tonight. Tomorrow sun cloud and windy with a high of 23 degrees.
だからこれでエンゲージもねリボンドされなければいいですけど。
This is a special broadcast from CBC National Radio News. I'm Judy Maverick with Sheila Rogers. The United States is under a terrorist attack. The horror began shortly before 9 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. An aircraft crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. Shortly afterwards, another aircraft flew into the second tower at the center. The first tower and the second tower have collapsed. An aircraft crashed into the Pentagon complex. There have been also a number of
そんなに大規模な爆破なわけ。コラプスって。
Too early for numbers or injuries and deaths. The White House, the Capitol Building, the State Department, and other government buildings in Washington have been evacuated. In New York, the headquarters of the United Nations has also been evacuated. Airports across the country have been shut down. All international flights have been diverted to Canada. A U.S. official says one of the planes that crashed into the World Trade Center was hijacked from Boston. The second plane may have flown out of Newark, New Jersey. New York is in chaos. All bridges and tunnels in Manhattan have been closed. Heavy smoke is pouring from the World Trade Center. The sky of Washington is also blanketed by smoke. We've reached
バーモント州にいるサツキちゃんは大丈夫かしら。心配だわ。心配だぞサツキちゃん。
What is the scene like on the street now, Ian? What are you seeing?
レポーターもなんか笑っちゃってるよね。わけわかんないって感じだしね。
日本人はそうよ。余裕がある時とわけわかんない時は笑うね。
本当1ヶ月ぐらい帰れないかもしれないよね。下手すると。
気がわかんないもん。
Jumping out of windows. I've seen at least 14 people.
帰りたいのに帰れない。
あんまりだったね。やっぱり愛媛丸とかさぶつけちゃうし。まあいいや。
本当クルスとか愛媛丸の血じゃないよね。だからブッシュ今更戻っても遅えよ。プーチン森以上の失態ですね。当たり前だけど何死んだって多
分ゴルフだね。
Or the also metal cladding that was drifting down in the wind. I hope to God there were no people jumping from that height. But what if cell phones are working?
17歳飛ばしてます。
Absolutely, I've got the landline.
Entering Kitchener now.
ラジオでは相当凄惨な状況を伝えてましたけども。帰
りがかなり早いです。
What's that?
さ 速が150キロ。
Alright then. This emotional exag. It's like hurry up, watching here.
Closer to the building.
So yeah, we're just getting back in the kitchen now, so we will, yeah. I just want to let you know that's where it was. Alright then. Bye bye. Just Jess's mom. She'll worry about me the whole time.
Tuesday だけど。
I can't be drowning in some news today.
なんだっけ、スーパーテューズデー？スーパーテューズデー。
ブラディサンデー。
ブッシュは今飛行機でワシントン DC に向かっているところですね。バイスは今ホワイトハウスでミーティングしていて、何が起こってるのかさっぱり分かんないと。何をすればいいか、国民に何を言えばいいかというのは協議してるらしいですよ。ウェーバーさんのオフィス。来てしまいました。うわほら、ニューヨークセリーやってBombed by plane?
Yeah. Planes, one in each tower. Passenger planes. Passenger planes.
Oh, wow.
Didn't they say Boston, New Jersey?
ハイジャック機で
And they said one was from Boston, one was Jersey.
ボミングしたわけ？
てか天野が変なリアクション。ハイジャック機ですっごいな。
Just as shocked as the rest of the world. I'm sure we're going to hear from
world
leaders.
They hit the Pentagon, another airplane, Capitol building, and the state building.
There's the Pentagon.
Pentagon burning. One whole wing is gone.
The impact on shutting down the government in that country.
Well, it's huge, and there are so many questions, Lisa, that
このはビジーでした。今徳永君がいとこに E メールを送りました。クランパのさらにグレイクランパですね。ウェーバーサプライはこういう技術を使ったノースアメリカで初めての工場だからすごい有名らしいですよ。今一応自宅に電話したところです。戻ってホテルに戻ってまいりました。
どういう状況か分かる？ワールドトレードセンターは一体何されたのこれ？
貿易センタービルね。アレックスに釣られていたランチはオレンジ。
French fries, eh?
I think it's called power lunch. すべてがでかい。
Big Coke. Who's this thing? That's number one, I think.
そして2がやたらたくさん作りました。ゲーム屋です。
Already we've had a former secretary.
はい、今カナダのプライムミニスターのフレンチなまりをみんなで笑っています。
And this has caused some problems at some airports. I've been in touch with the Minister of National Revenue to make sure that everything was to be done very smoothly there. And there's nothing else I can add.
高速道路でありません。
そろそろ100マイルに。前で行くなこれ。
Hey, get me in trouble. High-speed chase. Don't show my dad.
This is Canadian driving. This is Nissan.弟もね、好きでこれバギーみたいなのでね、もう超爆走して俺たちを怖がらせたんですよ。トランポリンの技はすごいオリンピック級なんだけど、いやもうスカッ
Japanese boys. Yeah, because they wouldn't let us in the CN Tower because it's a national landmark and it was closed down. We watched the freaking news and we laughed at the Afghanistan people are going to get bombed the hell out of this face of the earth. All over TV, we went back to my place and played some PlayStation.
130キロで携帯電話だからね。
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I just took them off-roading and they've been screaming the whole time since.
今はずっと遅いからまだいいけどさ、余裕で100マイル出すから。
They're like, oh, great Canadian driving.
Well, Canadian driving, yeah.
They loved it.
I'm afraid.
I've been trying to get a hold of you all day. Yeah, well, Matthew left the internet on. Matthew was hanging out with us too, so. Oh, there you go. We had the off-road music really loud while we were, cruising around. Yeah. I will. I love you. Goodbye. Girlfriend, very important.
Private conversation.
Private conversation.
We're gonna bring it till the end.
You like it? Yeah.
Recognize that's just about respect. It doesn't matter what clothes I wear and never go and lie. All that matters is that you get hyped when we go to your head.
Great Canadian driving.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Sweet dreams.
なんか言ってた言ってたよね。
言った
なんかさ、愛党の意をそうするぐらいな。事実報告とその
あとまだよくわかりませんっていう。
ビクティムに愛党の意って読め。
はい、ヒラリーさんが。怖っ。President Bush to address nation soon. MD だかなんだか知らないけど、ミサイル防衛も全く役に立ちませんでしたね。
だからさ、今までのテロと規模が違いすぎるから、本当にテロだけど不安なんだけど。なんかいろいろ考え。
はい、もう一回言ってください。
ペンタゴンの自動報復システムが働いて日本なくなっちゃうと思ったんだよ俺。もっとしたら。
あの子はね、むちゃくちゃ動揺して、なんでお前らこんなに冷静なんだよって言ったんだけど、もう昼飯は絶対食うって言ってたし、なんだこの道のストリートのリスとかにルックルックとか言ってね、リス。
っていうかアホです。
お前の方がすごいよ。
お前なんだよっていうね。
なんだ。
あ、出たと思ってて。
やたらまばたきしてますね。ちょっとこれも大きくするね。
ちょっと悩ましげだね。真の人だ。
September 11th.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help in any way they could. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plans. Our military is powerful and it's prepared. Our emergency and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue efforts. Our first priority is to get help to those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from further attacks. The functions of our government continue without interruption. Federal agencies in Washington which had to be evacuated today are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will be open for business as well. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world. And we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day. Yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night. And God bless America. President George W. Bush from the Oval Office tonight,
America's #1 has been collapsed.
Since the attack on the World Trade Center, the first plane hitting the Trade Center was a little bit past 8:45.
ペンタゴンと世界貿易ビルやられて、ストロングが何？
これほど強いアメリカということらしく聞いてたのは初めてだ。
もうちょっと考 えようがある
あまりにも愚策で、愚策というかさ、無能ぶりさらけ出してる結局出る人の状態わかんねえけど、みんなで頑張りましょうとか、そんな感じでしょ。
要はさ、何か起こった後のさ、言い訳をしようがあんまないからさ。
ジェーンの車です。Jane?
Yes.
What is his name? Yeah.
Hildy.
Hilding.
Hildy.
Ah.
Isn't your name Hildy? Yes. No.
I saw.
Do you like moss?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I saw the lizard in Alex's car.
Yes.
Jane. 太陽に吠えろみたいな。
こんなコマーシャルあってんの
Wow.
They're rushing to the car.
Hello. Oh, we've got 4 giraffes all around our car right now. They're all coming right at us. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, like they're right here at our window. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, look. Oh, they're looking right in the window at them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll tell them. Oh, they're looking in the sunroof, Dave. Okay. So he should call on my phone? So he should call the cell phone, eh? Okay. Okay. They're so sweet. We're looking up the sunroof at them. Okay, so as soon as we get out of this park, we'll just go to... Oh! I'm sorry, they're looking in the windows. Okay, I'm sorry. Dave's getting mad at me. Okay.
Excellent.
Moss's mom.
Here we go.
多分ね、こっちだったんだよ。この間。
Stay back here for now, Abbe. Uh-oh. What is he doing? This is pro golfer Masayomi. He plays with Tiger Woods. 7-iron shot. Woo!
Not so good.
Good shot. Here is Tiger Woods from Japan. Yuye Woods.
Yuye Woods.
Oh, one. Very funny golfer. My
Here is a real professional golfer, Alex.
No, look at hole.
Whoa!